Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Today we're going to talk about the use your cycle method and exercise. I don't want to track my food. It does things to my head. It makes me OCD about food. It brings up some old stuff. But I love to exercise. Can I use my cycle to exercise? Yes, 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 yes. Today we're going to talk about the use your cycle method and exercise, but first, the 60-second case study on the use your cycle method. Back when use your cycle method was in its infancy, I focused more on the exercise only protocols. And one woman in particular, I called it hormone boot camp, right? Had always been a gym goer, always doing cardio, always pushing it to the max. And she was really pretty doubtful when I limited her to 2 cardio workouts and 2 strength workouts a week. In fact, several times over the course of the boot camp, I had to pull her aside and say, it's better to take a break. I don't want you to come in on the weekends. Could you just do the program, please? And she didn't like that very much, but she did it. And as we approached the end of boot camp, it was coming up to measurement day, and she was really, really hesitant to get her measurements taken. She came up to me and she tugged up her pants and she was saying, this just didn't work, Denise. I don't want to get my measurements taken. She tugged up her pants. There's just nothing happened. It didn't work. It wasn't for me. And she tugged up her pants. This weekend I had to go get a whole new work wardrobe because none of my clothes fit anymore. And I feel so good all the time, but this really didn't work. She tugged up her pants, and all I could do was stand there and go, does she understand she's tugging up her pants every 2 seconds? And did she just say she had to buy new clothes because none of her old clothes fit and she didn't have a belt small enough? So my question to her was, are you sure it didn't work? The point of the story here is that we need to be really clear about what we want. Do we actually need to see pounds lost on the scale, or is it okay if our pants just get too loose? Is it okay if we start sleeping through the night? Is it okay if we have more energy, but the scale doesn't move? The other point is, trust the process. Know that there are days that it's better to take time off, and there are days when it's time to push. They're not all the same. So back to today's topic, exercise. Yes, there is a way to exercise that is best and that you can use your cycle. First, I'm going to do a quick overview of the 4 weeks of your cycle, then cardio by the week, then strength by the week, and then we'll put it all together so you kind of have an idea of what it might look like for you, okay? All right. So week 1, first day of your period, and starts out low energy, but quickly ramps up as estrogen increases. This is a good time to get back to classes and the weight room. Now, in previous episodes, you might have heard me talk about this week being the week of Frisky Fiona. Go back to earlier this season to hear more about Frisky Fiona and her other superhero mates, right? Week 2, She-Ra Sherry is in the house. Estrogen continues to rise, and all this estrogen gives us energy, high tolerances, strength, and speed. This is the time to lift heavy, real heavy. Week 3, laid back Leona shows up. Energy starts to wane because our progesterone is growing up. Movement starts feeling harder, and progesterone is on the rise, like I said. This is actually not conducive to muscle gains. Progesterone kind of feeds off of muscle, so it's not a good time to try and gain muscle. It's a better time to focus on restorative activities. Week 4, progesterone and estrogen are both low. Take the week off the gym and go get a massage. Yeah, a little bit serious there, okay? Now, exercise in general is stressful for the body. And in order to reap the benefits of strength and cardio training, I have a couple of points for you to remember. Number one, intensity equals high testosterone and high growth hormone, which equals burning fat. But it also means increased cortisol, which means storing fat. But for the first 30 minutes or so, testosterone and growth hormone outpace the cortisol. Takeaways are work really intensely and quit at 30 minutes. Key word here, intensity. This is not the same as steady state. You probably heard like steady state cardio, right? Not the same. So in the context of cardio, that means no like speed walking. It means flipping running, right? Walking as fast as you absolutely can, or whatever your cardio is. It doesn't have to be running, right? In strength context, this means you shouldn't be able to do 15 reps of anything. Okay, so let's dive into the cardio. Now, like I said, could be running, could be biking, could be swimming, whatever. Keyword, intensity. We want to fail, not slow down. We want to work at 100% as long as we possibly can, and then recover at 20-ish% until we can do 100 again. So no 100%, 90%, 80%. Go all out. Go fast. Go out of breath. And then recover with a lazy-like, you're not being lazy, it's a recovery pace until you can go at 100% again. Now, to get a better visual for this, you have a broken treadmill. It runs, but only at 10 miles an hour. So you turn it on, you jump on, and you run at 10 miles an hour for as long as you can, but then you have to jump off. And you can only jump back on when you can go 10 miles an hour again, right? Versus, you got a regular treadmill, you go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 miles an hour, back to 6, back up to 8, back down to 5, back up to 7. No, none of that crap. 10 or nothing. Okay? So, and that goes for everything, right? You get that. If you don't, send me a message, whatever. Okay, so cardio, week 1. This is your period, right? Your period, and then, so over the course of the week, you ramp up your cardio, but remember that exercise is stressful, so aim for 2 cardio sessions a week, intense cardio sessions a week. Week 2, estrogen is high. Everything feels easy this week. It's the time to go all in. Go for the personal records. Go for it. Week 3, go intense, but know that intense of week 3 is going to feel harder than intense of week 2, right? Like week 2's workouts will feel stupid hard, okay? And week 4, skip the cardio, just go for a stroll. A stress reduction stroll is going to be way more productive than a cardio, okay? On to strength training. Same keyword, intensity. Could also be known as failure. Think heavy weights. Think muscle gains. Week 1 and 2, estrogen is high and you feel very little pain. You have tons of energy and you are ready to be a beast in the gym. Okay? Go for the personal records. How much can you lift? Aim for failure at 4 to 8 repetitions. 4 to 8. Failure means you literally can't do it. Not like your brain said, quit counting. Okay? Week 3 and 4, progesterone is high and is a muscle destroyer. So doing really heavy workouts is actually counterproductive in weeks 3 and 4. Focus on recovery and saving muscles at this time, right? So week 3, think foam rolling, stretching, restorative yoga. Week 4, I am being honest as a heart attack when I say skip the gym. Go get a massage. For real. You are not a man. You have a 28-day cycle and it demands rest on week 4. Okay? When week 1 comes back around, again, your body will be ready to hit it hard and you won't have a significant muscle loss because you didn't beat yourself up during the phase when muscle gains aren't going to happen anyway. I dare you to try it. Double dog dare ya. All right, let's recap. Week 1, 2 intense cardio, 2 intense strength. Week 2, same, 2 intense cardio, 2 intense strength, but they're going to be they're going to be week 1 blown up, right? Even faster, even heavier, and it's going to feel so easy. You're going to be, whoo, did it. Still 30 minutes be gone. 2 and 2. Week 3, estrogen starts dropping to cardio and to strength. But as you try to go for last week's workouts, they're going to feel hard. But still, you're probably no personal records, but no steady state. That steady state is BS, right? If you're going to go steady state, skip it all together, or say, you know what, I'm going to go for the stroll. That's stress reduction, right? Okay. Week 4, progesterone is high. No muscle growth is supported. Rather than continue to tear down the muscles this week, go for a stroll, get a massage. All right, hang on. So a reminder, you have a 28-day cycle. This plan is going to take you time to see how it can work for you. So I invite you to trust the process and give it 4 cycles. Until next time. If you want to learn more about Frisky Fiona, She-Ra Sherry, Laid Back Leona, and Yoga Yvonne, scroll back through this season's podcasts and get back to like February or so, and I go through each one of them. Have a fantastic one.